You wanted Lobaton in this series. And he says if they win this series, like you said, none of this would be a thing. And I said it's not Game 5 that stands out. It's a long line of things. It's last year, and it's since 2003 Dusty hasn't done anything, and there's a reason that he's never won a World Series. And then there's a guy that just commented. He said, someone like myself is someone who wants to win games and see division titles whether we win in October or not. And I think that's the problem with DC sports fans. We love winning because we have been
fed
win
up
a
with
lot. Losing.
And our teams love to win.
Across the board, we have lost over and over and over, and we finally have a team that wins consistently, and now we're in love with
a bunch of
winning.
teams. We have a bunch of teams that win consistently.
Wizards,
we have a basketball, baseball, and hockey team that are consistently
at the top of the league.
At the top of the league. That's crazy.
I don't understand. Right, for like 5 years.
Yeah,
not just
one.
I
don't get. At some point,
you got to
be tired of just being good and never getting to a conference championship.
Right,
not a championship game, a conference championship game.
That's why I'm so confused because the Wizards are. I think the Wizards are on a brink. I think the Wizards would have a little bit harder road because there's the Cavaliers.
No, just get the 2 seed and you'll play the Cavs in the conference championship game.
And the Capitals have the best team year in and year out. Finally, this year they suck. And we're not going to have our heartstrings torn out.
Oh, we will.
Somehow they'll find a way to get an 8 seed, win the first round, and go to the second round.
They don't suck this year. They
do not have the team they've had, so it's frustrating to see. But
yeah, so they lose 8-4 to the Flyers. Who cares?
Freaking sick of winning 97, 95, 92, 90, 89, however many wins.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. If you go out there, here's the deal. This is where I would go. If you go out there and don't make the playoffs, all right. But if you have a team to make the playoffs, I want a manager that I have confidence in, and I haven't had confidence in any coach across the board except for Scott Brooks last year. Other than that, I have not had confidence in a single manager we've ever had in DC sports. Barry Trotz is great, but he's so far gone now. And other than that, who have we had to look at? Joe Gibbs. I was about to say Joe Theismann. Joe Gibbs in, 96. I wasn't alive, or I was just born. So I don't know what it's like to have confidence in a coach. And I just want confidence in a coach. I don't know who that's going to be. I know I want Cal Ripken. You said it.
No.
And now I'm on board.
What? No, I said that as a joke.
I'm on board.
Cal Ripken's never managed a game in his life.
And I think that's why I want him. Because he'll be strictly off of his baseball instincts.
His only instinct was let's
play every day.
Yeah. So it won't be
Jason Worth, baby.
It won't be rest day Dusty.
I don't know. I think we need somebody that not an old school guy. So like you said, not Farrell.
Not Farrell. I think that was a lot of people's knee jerk reactions when this news came out was and Farrell just got
he won a World Series
released and he won a World Series. Take a closer look. He's very similar to Dusty.
Grant Paulson's saying Jim Leland. Jim Leland's an old school guy. He's won a World Series. Everybody wants a World Series pedigree guy, and I understand.
Maybe we should go for somebody who hasn't won a World Series,
hasn't coached,
but has gotten there. Ron Washington.
He just got. No, he didn't. I thought he just got hired. Ron Gardenhire just got hired.
Yeah, Ron Washington, the Rangers' old manager. I like him.
I see Alex Cora being circulated now too, and he's
he will be signed by the Red Sox.
You know that for sure.
That was the last report, was that the Red Sox are announcing their new manager on Sunday, and the report was almost definitely is Cora.
I want a bench coach. It seems like the old bench
Don
coaches.
Mattingly? Let's get Don Mattingly and Stanton. Trade. Let's trade Bryce Harper for Don Mattingly and Mike Stanton.
Isn't that crazy? Don Mattingly is the longest tenure in the NL East, and he's been managing since 16 last year.
Jesus. Yeah, let's steal Terry Collins.
Everybody's revolving. I don't want him.
Manny Acta. Let's get Manny Acta back. Dude, Manny Acta. I'm telling you. He goes out there, he gives some of his pep talks to pitchers on the mound. Manny Acta. Jim Riggleman.
He quits. Literally.
Well, just quit. Just give him a 2-year contract.
He quit in the middle of our longest win streak in Nats history before we got good.
Yeah, who was the bench coach that took over in the middle of that?
I know who you're talking about. He was a long-time bench coach.
Yeah, him. We need to sign him.
Honestly, I want like a Brad Ausmus to come to us.
Randy Whitman.
Someone not... Yikes.
Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs!
Someone not removed from baseball that long ago that was a former player, but isn't old school.
Alex Rodriguez.
I was thinking somebody like on Baseball Tonight, David Ortiz.
Just steal one of those guys from the set?
Just steal a guy that's something like this.
Dude,
something similar.
Can you imagine how much Bryce Harper would love having Big Papi as his manager?
Jim Kruk.
Tony Romo.
He would predict the plays. No, but like,
that is driving me crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know if you watched the game last night.
And then after that, it's just like, all right, dude, just be a
If I had to hear him say two-man one more time, they're in two-man, that means that he's got to throw an outbreaking route to the outside the numbers. It's like, shut up, Tony, just let me watch the game.
It is kind of crazy how he gets every single play right.
He does.
Because, like, I mean, I'll sit on the couch and be like, oh, well, the draw's coming here.
Yeah.
And then get lucky.
Yeah,
but like, he literally knows every single play.
Yeah, he's like, oh, let's see. Yep, they're in two-mans. If that safety comes down, they're going to run this draw.
But there comes a point where you just need to do your job, and that's color commentate, and that's not predict every single play. Like, and then he talks over the play-by-play
Well, I mean,
guy,
he's not going to be in the booth much longer. The Packers are definitely going to sign him.
Or the Cowboys when they go 2-4 and lose to the 49ers.
So are we going into Redskins talk?
I want to look up some managers that are possible for hire.
I've already done this. You are not going to like the list.
I saw it. Yeah.
It's a bunch of old people. Old school, not innovative, old people.
I saw Tony La Russa is circulating as well.
Pretty sure he's dead.
Well...
Oh, no, that's Lasorda. But he's not dead. He's the Dodgers dude, right?
Brad Ausmus. Oh. He is available. I would love Brad Ausmus to come here. I didn't know he was available. He just got fired by the Tigers.
Yeah. See, that also concerns me. We a bunch of these managers just got fired, and we're like, oh, let's bring them in. Like,
Gardenhire, bench coach of the Diamondbacks. Torey Lovullo, don't know who that is. Sandy Alomar, yes sir. I love playing with Sandy Alomar Jr. on an MVP baseball.
Let's just have Zim player manage.
I don't like any of these names.
I told you
David Ross.
He will not come manage us.
He wouldn't manage the Nats because he was so much on the Cubs bandwagon, but he would be a great guy.
Maybe. I mean, the dude can dance, but can he manage?
Jason Varitek.
No. Kevin Millar. I would take Kevin Millar.
No, that guy's a joke.
Yes, literally, he's hilarious.
He's a walking joke.
Yeah, he's really funny. And his team came back from an 0-3 deficit, which is something we should probably get used to doing. What about Pedro?
No, he can't speak.
Gary Sheffield?
No. Although I loved his talk about Jason Worth on TBS.
Tim Kirkchin?
I was all about him. That guy would find a way to make trades with other teams.
Ken Rosenthal?
All right.
Scott Boras?
The list is Scott Boras. That's the Nationals is his team, essentially.
Yes.
He's going to buy us out.
Yes, so. Scott Boras. Breaking news, new manager of the Nats, Scott Boras.
All right.
Can we move on?
We can move on from the Nats. I'm glad Dusty's out the door.
Dusty.
We'll figure it out.
I will say, thank you, Dusty.
You set us right, but you were not.
You loved the city, and I feel bad because I did, getting a chance to go to that one event, the dinner with Dusty.
Did you tell him to leave?
No. He was talking there. He was literally teasing at getting a new contract.
Well, Rizzo was teasing at giving him one last week.
He was like,
I
hope I'm here deep into, the next decade.
He wanted 2 more years, is what he said.
He wanted to be here long term.
But I knew that was taking place when we didn't sign him prior to the postseason. Yeah. We were waiting to see if he would win.
Yeah.
Cruel business.
And Dusty has come out and said that he is surprised and disappointed. But
he will go to the Mets, and he will win the division next year.
Probably. Okay, so...
and then win his first series ever since 2003.
Yep. Redskins. Huge bigly matchup Monday.
With a lot of guys out.
Redskins' third primetime game in 4 games.
Can we not?
It's killing me, man.
And their late night games.
Yeah, I am on a schedule. I need to go to bed before midnight.
Kirk Cousins this is the scary record of his during a work week.
0-8 between Monday and Friday, a.k.a. on Monday night and Thursday night games.
Can't win football. during the week. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's in his father routine now.
No, normally he honors the Sabbath on Mondays because he can't honor the Sabbath on Sundays.
He can.
Yeah, he can this week, but I think it throws off his whole routine. He doesn't prepare for the game on Sunday because he's honoring the Sabbath.
Fair enough.
I hope you know I'm not joking. He literally...
No, I know, you said that.
Yeah, he drives out to the countryside on Mondays with his wife.
Yeah, to the Skyline Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just says what's up to God.
Right, and then God tells him to sign a $35 million contract.
Did you see the video of him mic'd up?
Yeah, I love it.
Did you see Trent
never get old.
Trent Williams?
You have a $200 million shoulder?
Yeah, he's like, slide, dude. He's like, I didn't know where the first down was.
I love how...
You ran like 20 yards.
There's never thought of, cussing. It's just like, great job, guys.
Great job.
High five.
Good pocket, guys. I took forever. Sorry, guys.
That's my fault. Y'all got me sacked, but that's my fault.
I love the one where he was rolling out, and he waited, and then threw it away, and then he got nudged out of bounds. He's running back in, and he looks to the ref, and he's like...
That's a little late.
Could have... Maybe a little late. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. He's just a funny guy. I did love the fire, though. Yelling at Vernon Davis. Why are you walking?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So, only problem with this Monday night game is we are gonna finally realize what our defensive line is all about. We're gonna realize how good Jonathan Allen is because he's out.
I will say, it's not as big a loss since Matt Ioannidis is actually really #good at football.
Yeah, but you're gonna realize the impact Allen had on Ioannidis.
No, I don't think, because Ioannidis wasn't... I mean, that's not a matchup thing. It was just Ioannidis. His bull rush, his power moves are insane.
But they're next to each other.
No, they're not. They're not double-teaming guys. Jonathan Allen and Matt Ioannidis are not out there double-teaming dudes.
No, they're not. That sounds bad.
Yes.
But they're next to each other, though. They line up next to each other.
Yeah.
And having two guys that are really good next to each other, both players feed off of each other, and you see the stats of both guys.
Yes. I'm not saying that it will not affect the D-line, but I am saying it is better that we have a good Matt Ioannidis still in there rather than Ziggy Hood.
Right, but Ziggy Hood will still be
playing.
will
still be playing, yeah. Where's Pot Roast when you need him?
Or anybody.
Or Albert Hainsworth.
Anybody.
But no, I mean, Stacey McGee,
please,
Terrell McClain.
Please step up.
And who's Anthony Lanier, the second?
Boy. He's on practice squad forever.
We signed him. Because, although, did you see Gruden said today that he's hoping Jonathan Allen will not miss the whole season?
Well, I don't understand how originally it was 1 month and it turned into the full season.
Well, they misdiagnosed the injury. They thought it was like some other foot injury, and now it's a Liz Frank.
Well, that was the...
I don't know who Liz Frank is, but I don't like that girl.
Liz Frank is a bad injury, apparently.
Yeah.
I've heard it continuous times throughout football.
Liz Frank.
Yeah.
Liz Frank.
She must have really hurt her foot.
Yeah.
Or he.
Badly.
Mr. Liz Frank.
Mr. Liz Frank. Liz Frank.
Footless. Footloose.
Yeah. Footless. Shoeless Joe from Hannibal Mo.
Footless Shoe Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. But, no, I mean, look, the defense, this game is going to be a shootout.
Actually, all right, here's the deal. It's not Jonathan Allen. It's the probable Bashaud Breeland and probable Josh Norman that put a lot on this game.
Probable that doesn't exist anymore.
Questionable.
Yeah.
Josh Norman says Jay Gruden said something about Josh Norman will play if he can take whatever certain amount of hurt or whatever he said. I don't know what he said.
What are they going to do? Just beat him up?
So I think Josh Norman is going to play. I think he'll play until he dies in this game. Breeland strikes me as a guy that won't.
Maybe. Or will start and then be out after one drive. I'm not that worried about Dunbar, Moreau, and Fuller, and Monte Nicholson, and all the other first or second year players.
Monte Nicholson is a beast, by the way.
Yes, he is. That dude is a headhunting monster.
Fix.
I love him.
I would rather those corners not match up with Alshon Jeffrey. And how about you
got to double Alshon.
Because even in week 1 with Josh Norman, Alshon still found a way to catch a touchdown. And I mean, yes, touchdowns will be scored this week, 100%. It'll probably be 35